focus. We have some more breaking news coming in. And the Bangladesh top court on Sunday scaled back but did not abolish a contentious quota system for civil service job applicants after the scheme's reintroduction last month precipitated deadly nationwide civil strife. So remember, unrest in Bangladesh continues. The students are protesting over a quota system for government jobs. But the latest update that is coming in is that Bangladesh's top court on Sunday scaled back but did not abolish a contentious quota system for civil services job applicants after the scheme's reintroduction last month. CNN News 18 Siddhant Mishra is now joining us with more details on this. Siddhant, help us understand what exactly did the Bangladesh top court said about the quota system in government jobs?
Well, look, perhaps because of this order which has come from the High Court, the Supreme Court has said that the order was illegal. And in fact, the Bangladesh top court, the Supreme Court has scaled back, but did not abolish a contentious quota system for civil service job applicants after the scheme reintroduction last month by the High Court. So there was resentment, there was unrest in whole of Bangladesh. In fact, more than 100 lives are lost. The army was pressed into the civilian area to handle the protest. There was a curfew situation. The internet was snapped. And this was the reason that the Supreme Court decided to take up the matter today. And it is perhaps a big relief because the quota system, which was giving 30% quota to the families of those who fought for the independence of Bangladesh. So there was a lot of protest against that because this particular system was abolished by Hasina's government in 2018, but it was re-implemented through a court's order last month. Now we have been given to know that 7% in total, 7% quota would be reserved. 5% for Mukti Yodha quota for the families of those who have fought for the independence, 1% for the ethnic minorities, and 1% for the nationals with disabilities. So this has been decided. We are still looking forward for the full order from the Supreme Court, and 93% will be open for candidates on merit. So the pre-order situation has again been implemented by Supreme Court. We would really be interesting to see that whether this would pacify the protesters, or this will help to end the protest or not, because any which way the dialogue between the government and protesters is going on. Back to you.
All right, Siddhant, thank you so much for getting us all those details. And as the unrest in Bangladesh continues, a nationwide curfew has also been imposed in Bangladesh. More on this in our next report.
Soldiers patrolled the streets of Dhaka on Saturday as the army imposed a curfew in Bangladesh. The government wants to quell student-led protests that have become increasingly violent and deadly over recent days. Since Thursday, the country's been cut off from the world. Internet and text messaging services have been shut down. But the demonstrations have continued in spite of a ban on public gatherings. Data from hospitals there shows the clashes have killed over 100 people and injured thousands. And with the death toll climbing, the government imposed the national curfew and deployed the military. Students in the South Asian country are angry about controversial quotas for government jobs. They include setting aside 30% of those jobs for the families of those who fought for independence from Pakistan in 1971. The government had scrapped the quota system in 2018 following similar student protests. But a court reinstated it last month. The state appealed against the reinstatement and the Supreme Court suspended it, pending a hearing in August. The protests have also been fuelled by high unemployment among young people, who make up nearly a fifth of the population. TV channels reported that the curfew was eased for 2 hours on Saturday so people could shop for supplies and get chores done. It will last until 10 a.m. on Sunday, when the government will assess the situation. International rights groups have criticised the internet suspension and the actions of security forces. The European Union has said it is deeply concerned by the violence and deaths.
Thank you for watching CNBC TV 18. For all the latest news and updates, do follow us on our social media platforms.